Hi, this is a Yesterday's Moose production, and we're going to be playing Sheep Raider for PlayStation 1. In this episode, we're taking on level 14. Allegedly, the last level. Will it be difficult? Will it be easy? Well, we shall find out. Here it is, level 14. Now, originally when I played this level, I did think it was going to be the most difficult level, and admittedly, I did have some problems with it. However, once I figured out what you were supposed to do, it became... And I will not finish that sentence. We shall see how this level is going to be. So, we have this timer, and as it may or may not have been obvious, we also have a train. So, normally I would skip this, but I'm going to let Daffy Duck explain these things. Let's talk to him. What do you want to talk about? The train? The signal? The chronometer? They really like the word chronometer, don't they? Let's talk about the train.
If you want to catch the train, press this button to turn the signal red. Then, the next time the train passes through, it will stop here and you can get on. Keep an eye on this chronometer to learn when the train is going to arrive and how long it will stay. And whatever you do, don't go into any tunnels on foot. It's dangerous.
Okay, so let's talk about the signal.
When the signal is red, it means that the train will stop next time. If you want to change the color of the signal, press the button next to the signal.
And last but not least, let's talk about the chronometer, otherwise known as the timer.
The blue chronometer gives you the time remaining before the train reaches the station, and the red chronometer gives you the time remaining before the train leaves. And my chronometer gives me nothing but trouble. I gotta get this thing fixed. Hello?
Okay, so I think that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll explain. This train allows you to move between different areas of this level. The countdown timer on the lower left-hand side of the screen shows you how long it is until the train will arrive at the station that you're at. And if you want the train to stop, you press on the button that will turn the signal red and the train will stop. And if you want the train to just go, you step on it when it's green, or it'll make it green, and then the train will keep going. Now, Daffy said don't go into the tunnel, so what are we going to do? Go into the tunnel. Unfortunately, there's no sound there, which is rather distressing. And we got this button here that brings down a gate. We also have a catapult. We should be pretty used to the catapult by now. Let's just go ahead and calibrate that, shall we? And we'll test it with the fake sheep. A little bit too strong. Maybe that's right. We shall see. Well, I want it to go a little bit further. That should be just about right. Okay, now that that's set up, I'm going to just walk down here. There's just a bit of scenery, plus this hole here that serves absolutely no purpose whatsoever. We got this place where the train will come along. You can't stop the train here. Got a bit of a ramp, which is cool. And eventually we will meet an old friend. A tumbleweed? No. The Roadrunner, and he goes and takes off. But we'll just let him go for now, and we will enter Sam's area. So we got Sam right over there and the sheep. We also have a seesaw. And on the other side we got a catapult. Now, I'm going to just mention right off, you don't need this catapult at all. So once you're in this area, you can pretty much ignore that catapult. But I'm going to try to race the Roadrunner. Roadrunner is significantly faster than me. Let's go along the ramp, shall we? Funny, I thought he would go in the air for a little while there. Oh, and that's what always happens. There's absolutely no way to beat the Roadrunner, which should be pretty obvious to anyone who's watched a Roadrunner and Coyote cartoon ever. Which is worth mentioning again, we are Ralph Wolf, not Wile E. Coyote. Once again, Wile E. Coyote has a red nose, has a black nose, and Ralph Wolf has a red nose. Okay, so what we really need to do here is we need to get on the train. So the best place to do that right now is over here. Ooh, stopped it just in time. And you can step on this button to make the train go. We don't want to get off here. That's where Sam is at. And we don't want to get off there. That's the place where the train crosses but doesn't stop. We do, however, want to get off here. First, we're going to push this rock into position, and then we'll go ahead and order an item. Now, there's two things that we need to get here. There's the item, which is on the other side there. And also, very tricky, not down there, up there, is the time clock. Can't really see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the item first. And that is a sheep costume. And we can also push the rock. Oh, well, don't have time now. Get off the train. Okay, so now I have to hit it again. Alright, so This is the tricky part of this, is you have to wait for the train to come back. And depending on how fast I can do it, I might actually have to wait a third time to get on the train and stay on the train. Once again, I'm doing this to get the time clock. Okay, the rock is there. No, get off the... Oh. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? The objective is to jump off of there onto there. Thank you. Alright. Get the time clock. Time clock achieved. That is the last time clock of the game. And now we have to wait again for the train. Would be nice if the train stayed a little bit longer in the station. After all, you can press the button to force the train to move forward. But I guess that's what makes it challenging. Now we want to get off the train in Sam's area here. And the easiest way to do that, the easiest way to do this is to first change into the sheep's costume, and we're going to get the sheep into the position where we want him. So once the sheep is following us, we just lead it around here. Oh, camera, be nice, camera. And there we go. Sheep is in position. Now what we want to do is we want to stop the train. So we just go ahead and hit the button. Now, hopefully I will have given myself enough time to do this. So we have the sheep here, and now Sam has moved over there, and that's very important. Fighting with the camera here. Okay, so push the rock onto the seesaw. And now that the sheep is on the train, we quickly change into the sheep costume and walk towards Sam. Now, very important, do not let Sam capture you. Avoid him and go this way. Now get out of the costume and very quickly go over to this button here. If everything's timed right, which I believe it is, the train should stop here. And look, it still has the sheep. Pick up the sheep. Now, do not put the sheep on the catapult. Put the fake sheep on the catapult. The reason is because that fake sheep is going to hit Sam. And I thought that was kind of funny that the real sheep stepped on the button and launched off the fake sheep. Ah! Justice is cruel in this universe, Sam. Now that Sam is unconscious or flattened by the fake sheep, we launch the real sheep into the goal And finally, we launch ourselves into the goal. So there you go. End of the level. Pretty easy, I must admit. To be continued!